Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Sara English. I'm Sarah, and I'm so happy you are here with us today.
And I'm Mike. Whether you are listening at home, on a train, at work during a short break, or while taking a walk, thank you for spending this time with us.
We hope this conversation helps you relax, improve your English naturally, and enjoy learning one sentence at a time.
Today, we have a topic that almost everyone thinks about at some point in life. We are going to talk about your dream job.
This is a wonderful topic because jobs are a big part of our lives. They give us experiences, challenges, opportunities, and sometimes even new dreams.
And don't worry if you are still a student, if you are changing careers, or if you have no idea what your dream job is yet. This conversation is for everyone.
As always, we will use clear and natural English that is comfortable for B1 to B2 learners.
Our goal is not only to teach vocabulary, but also to help you understand how English sounds in real conversations.
So just relax. You do not need to understand every single word perfectly.
If you miss something, that is completely normal. Keep listening because your brain understands more than you think.
Before we really begin, let's give everyone a simple question to think about while listening.
Here is today's question. If you could choose any job in the world, what job would make you excited to wake up every morning?
Don't answer too quickly. Take a moment to imagine it.
Maybe your dream job already exists.
Or maybe your dream job is something that combines several different interests.
Some people dream of becoming doctors because they enjoy helping people.
Some dream of becoming engineers because they love solving problems.
Others dream of becoming artists, musicians, photographers, or writers because they enjoy creating something meaningful.
Some people simply dream of having a peaceful job with kind colleagues and enough free time for their family.
That is important too. A dream job is not always about earning the highest salary.
Sometimes it is about feeling happy when you finish your work at the end of the day.
Everyone's idea of success is different, and that is perfectly okay.
Mike, when someone says dream job, what comes into your mind first?
The first thing I think about is enjoying what I do every day, instead of counting the hours until work finishes.
That is interesting because many people focus on money first.
Of course, money is important. We all need enough money to live comfortably.
But after our basic needs are met, many people begin looking for something more meaningful.
Exactly. They want work that gives them satisfaction, not only a salary.
I think many listeners have experienced this. Maybe they've had a job that paid well but made them feel tired every day.
Or perhaps they had a simple job that did not pay very much, but they enjoyed going to work because the environment was friendly.
It shows that happiness at work depends on many different things.
Yes, good colleagues, respectful managers, interesting tasks, opportunities to learn, and a healthy balance between work and personal life all matter.
Let's make this conversation a little more personal.
I was hoping you would say that. Go ahead.
Mike, when you were a child, what was your dream job?
Oh, that changed almost every year.
Really? Tell us more.
When I was very young, I wanted to become a firefighter.
That sounds brave.
I imagined driving a big red fire engine, wearing the uniform, and helping people during emergencies.
Children often admire people who help others.
Yes, and I thought firefighters were like superheroes.
Did that dream stay with you for a long time?
Not really. A few years later, I wanted to become a wildlife photographer.
That is quite a different direction.
It really is. I watched documentaries about nature, and I loved seeing animals from around the world.
Did you imagine traveling to different countries with your camera?
Exactly. I thought I would spend every day exploring forests, mountains, and oceans while taking amazing photographs.
It sounds exciting, although probably much harder than it looks.
Definitely. Those photographers often wait for hours or even days just to capture one perfect picture.
That requires a lot of patience.
It certainly does. Looking back now, I realize I like the idea of adventure more than the actual job.
That happens to many people.
Yes, sometimes we fall in love with the image of a job before we understand what the daily work is really like.
That is an excellent point.
Every job has exciting moments, but every job also includes routine tasks that are not always interesting.
Now it's your turn, Sarah. What was your dream job when you were younger?
I have a feeling your answer will surprise me.
Well, when I was about 8 years old, I wanted to become a famous chef.
A chef? I wasn't expecting that.
I loved watching cooking programs with my family, and I thought creating beautiful meals looked like magic.
Did you enjoy cooking as a child?
I certainly enjoyed trying. The results were not always successful.
Let me guess, your parents had to smile politely while eating your experiments.
Exactly. Sometimes my cakes looked wonderful, but tasted very strange.
Well, appearance isn't everything.
Apparently not.
Did you continue cooking as you grew older?
Yes, I still enjoy it today, although I realized I prefer cooking for family and friends rather than working in a busy restaurant.
That is another interesting lesson. Sometimes our hobbies stay with us even if they do not become our careers.
And that is perfectly fine.
We do not have to turn every passion into a full-time job.
Exactly. Some interests simply make our lives richer.
Now let's explain what we actually mean by the phrase dream job.
A dream job is not simply the most famous or the highest paying career.
It is a job that matches your interests, your values, your skills, and the kind of life you want to build.
For one person, that could mean working in a large international company.
For someone else, it could mean owning a small cafe in a quiet town.
Another person may dream of working from home because they want more flexibility.
Someone else might prefer traveling to different places every week as part of their work.
None of these dreams is better than the others.
The important question is simple. Does the job fit the life you truly want?
Many people spend years trying to answer that question.
And sometimes the answer changes as we grow older.
The job you wanted at 18 may be very different from the job you want at 35.
That does not mean you failed.
It simply means you changed, learned, and discovered new priorities.
Our experiences shape our dreams, and our dreams continue shaping our future.
All right, now that we have talked about what a dream job means, let's explore something that many people wonder about. How do you actually discover the right job for yourself?
That is a great question because many people feel pressure to know the answer immediately.
Yes, especially when they're students or when they see other people posting successful careers on social media.
It can look as if everyone else has already found the perfect path while you are still trying to decide.
But the truth is much simpler. Most people do not find their dream job overnight.
They usually discover it little by little through experience, mistakes, and new opportunities.
Mike, do you think people sometimes put too much pressure on themselves?
Absolutely. Some people believe they must choose one career at 20 years old and never change again.
But life rarely works that way.
Exactly. Many successful people have worked in several different jobs before finding the one that suited them best.
Sometimes your first job teaches you what you enjoy.
And sometimes it teaches you what you definitely do not enjoy.
That lesson can be just as valuable.
I completely agree. Every experience gives you useful information about yourself.
Let's imagine a real situation. A young woman finishes university and starts working in a large office.
At first, she feels excited because everything is new.
She learns quickly, meets new colleagues, and enjoys the challenge.
But after a year, she realizes something important.
She notices that she enjoys helping customers much more than working with reports and spreadsheets.
Instead of ignoring that feeling, she pays attention to it.
Eventually, she changes to a job where she speaks with people every day.
She earns almost the same salary, but she finishes work feeling happier and more energetic.
That simple change makes a big difference in her daily life.
This example reminds us that a dream job is not always about changing everything.
Sometimes it is about making one thoughtful decision at the right time.
Sara, when people ask you for career advice, what is the first question you encourage them to ask themselves?
I usually ask, what kind of work makes you forget to look at the clock?
I really like that question.
When you're deeply interested in something, time often passes much faster.
Of course, every job has difficult moments.
Definitely, no career is exciting every minute of every day.
Even doctors have paperwork.
Teachers prepare lessons.
Designers revise their work many times.
Writers edit again and again.
Every profession includes routine tasks.
The important thing is that the meaningful parts make the difficult parts worth doing.
That is a very realistic way to think about work.
Another question people often ask is whether they should choose a job they love or a job that pays well.
That is never an easy question because every person's situation is different.
Some people need financial stability first.
Others are willing to earn a little less if they enjoy their work much more.
There's no perfect answer that fits everyone.
Instead of choosing only one side, many people try to find a healthy balance.
They look for work that provides enough income while also giving them satisfaction.
Balance is a word we hear often, but it really matters.
It certainly does.
Now let's talk about skills, because skills are an important part of every career.
Many people think successful professionals are simply born talented, but in reality, most skills are developed through practice.
Think about learning English.
Nobody becomes fluent after listening to one podcast.
Improvement happens because you practice regularly.
The same idea applies to almost every profession. A good public speaker probably gave many nervous presentations first.
A skilled photographer probably took thousands of ordinary pictures before creating amazing ones.
An experienced chef certainly cooked many imperfect meals.
Mistakes are often part of the learning process.
Instead of fearing mistakes, we can treat them as teachers.
They show us what we can improve next time.
Mike, can you remember a time when you learned something difficult because you kept practicing?
Yes, years ago, I wanted to become better at giving presentations.
Were you nervous at first?
Very nervous. My hands shook, my voice became quiet, and I spoke too quickly.
That sounds familiar to many listeners.
I almost gave up after my first presentation.
But you didn't.
No, I decided to keep practicing.
What helped you improve?
I recorded myself speaking, listened carefully, and noticed small things I could change.
That must have felt uncomfortable at first.
It certainly did. Nobody enjoys hearing their own recorded voice.
I think many people will agree with that.
But after several months, I became much more confident.
So confidence came after practice, not before it.
Exactly. Many people wait until they feel confident before taking action.
But confidence usually grows because of action.
That is an important lesson for every dream job.
If you wait until everything feels perfect, you may wait forever.
Small actions often create big changes over time.
Let's also talk about curiosity.
Curiosity is one of the most valuable qualities you can have.
Curious people enjoy asking questions. They enjoy learning new ideas instead of pretending they already know everything.
That attitude helps them grow throughout their careers.
Even experienced professionals continue learning.
Technology changes,
Industries change,
customer expectations change.
so learning never really stops.
Sometimes people worry because they are starting a new career later than others.
Yes, they say things like, I'm already 30 or I'm already 40.
But learning has no age limit.
Every year, people successfully change careers and begin completely new chapters in their lives.
What matters most is your willingness to learn.
Another helpful habit is talking to people who already work in the career you're interested in.
They can tell you what the job is really like, not just what it looks like from the outside.
Sometimes those conversations confirm your dream.
And sometimes they help you discover a different direction that fits you even better.
Either way, you learn something valuable.
So instead of asking only, "What is my dream job?" perhaps we should also ask, "What kind of person do I want to become while doing my work?"
I love that question because our careers shape us just as much as we shape our careers.
When we focus on learning, improving, and helping others, we build something much bigger than a job title.
We build a meaningful professional life, one small step at a time.
Now, let's talk about something that almost everyone experiences at some point. What happens when your dream job feels impossible to reach?
That feeling can be very discouraging. Sometimes the distance between where you are today and where you want to be seems incredibly large.
Maybe you feel you do not have enough experience.
Maybe you think your English is not good enough.
Or perhaps you believe you started too late.
These thoughts are very common, but they are not always true.
Many successful people once believed they were not ready.
The difference is that they continued learning anyway.
Mike, have you ever felt that you were not qualified for something?
Many times. I remember applying for a position that looked much more difficult than my previous job.
Were you confident before the interview?
Not at all. I almost decided not to apply because I kept comparing myself with other candidates.
Comparison can be very dangerous.
Yes, we usually compare our beginning with someone else's middle or even their success after many years.
That is not a fair comparison.
Exactly. Everyone has a different journey.
So what happened after you applied?
I prepared as well as I could, attended the interview, and although I did not get that job, I learned a great deal from the experience.
Sometimes an interview teaches us valuable lessons, even if we do not receive the offer.
A few months later, I applied for another position, and this time I felt much more prepared.
So the first experience helped you improve.
Absolutely. Looking back now, I realized that failure was actually part of my progress.
That is an encouraging message for our listeners.
We often think success moves in a straight line, but real life usually includes many small turns along the way.
Let's talk about another important idea: continuous learning.
People sometimes believe education ends when they leave school or university.
But in today's world, learning continues throughout our lives.
Every new skill increases your opportunities.
Reading books, listening to podcasts, watching educational videos, and taking courses all help you grow.
Even asking thoughtful questions at work can help you become more knowledgeable.
Learning does not always require expensive programs.
Sometimes 10 focused minutes every day create remarkable results after several months.
This is very similar to learning English.
Exactly. Consistency is often more important than intensity.
Many learners believe they need several hours every day.
But regular practice is usually more effective than studying for one long day and then stopping for a week.
Small habits become powerful over time.
That idea also applies to your career.
Let's imagine someone who dreams of becoming a software developer.
Instead of trying to learn everything immediately, they study a little every evening.
They complete one lesson.
They build one small project.
They solve one problem.
Month after month, those small efforts become real skills.
The same pattern works in many professions.
Progress often looks slow while it is happening, but when you look back after a year, you realize how much you have improved.
That is why patience is so valuable.
Patience allows us to continue even when results are not immediately visible.
Sara, what advice would you give someone who still has no idea what their dream job is?
I would tell them not to panic.
I like that answer already.
Seriously, it is completely normal not to have every answer.
Sometimes people discover their interests by trying different things.
Volunteer work, internships, short courses, and part-time jobs can all teach you something new about yourself.
Every experience gives you another piece of the puzzle.
Eventually, those pieces begin to form a clearer picture.
So, uncertainty is not failure.
No, it is simply part of discovering your direction.
Before we finish today's conversation, let's review a few useful words we used in this episode.
The first word is career. A career is the work you do over many years of your life.
For example, you can say, she wants to build a successful career in healthcare.
Another useful word is qualification.
Qualification means the education, training, or experience needed for a particular job.
We also used the word opportunity.
An opportunity is a good chance to do something or improve your situation.
Another important word is experience.
Experience is the knowledge and skills you gain by doing something over time.
We also talked about confidence.
Confidence means believing in your ability to do something well.
Finally, we used the word consistent.
Consistent means continuing to do something regularly instead of only once in a while.
Try making your own sentences with these words after listening to this episode.
It is a simple exercise, but it helps you remember vocabulary much longer.
Before we say goodbye, we'd like you to think about today's question one more time.
What kind of job would make you excited to begin each morning?
Remember, your dream job does not have to be perfect.
It only needs to fit your values, your interests, and the life you want to create.
If you are still searching, keep learning.
If you have already started, keep improving.
And if you feel discouraged, remember that every expert was once a beginner.
Small steps taken consistently are often stronger than big plans that never begin.
We'd love to hear from you in the comments.
Tell us your name, your country, and what your dream job is. You can also share one small action you will take this week to move closer to that goal.
Your comment is a wonderful way to practice English while also encouraging other learners around the world.
We always enjoy reading your stories because every journey is unique and inspiring.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
We hope this conversation helped you improve your English and gave you a little more confidence to follow your dreams.
Keep learning, keep believing in yourself, and remember that progress happens one step at a time.
Take care, keep practicing your English every day, and we'll see you in the next episode of Talk Sara English.